kind of wanted to. I was gonna post a thing, but I feel like this is a better way to do that. In all honesty, um, Random Acts of Amazon, subreddit I go to. For those of you on the YouTubes who don't understand what I'm talking about half the time, Random Acts of Amazon is a wonderful community on Reddit. Um, where the entire point is just to be cool to each other, be excellent to each other, and give each other gifts out of the kindness of our hearts. And I hate to be that guy. I honestly hate to be that guy right now. But I've been positive ever since I joined, and I've gotten a lot of gifts, and I thank every single one of you so much, so very, very much. What is this? Oh, it's that's my euro that Susan got me. I need to put that away. Um, I have a lot of self-esteem issues. Who doesn't, right? But I've been positive ever since I joined, and I've tried to spread joy and love, and I'd like to think I've done a good job. And I've got a lot of gifts for it, and I thank each and every one of you so very, very much. But there's occasionally a few days when I feel like I'm underappreciated, and that's nothing against the subreddit itself. It's entirely my own personal demons coming to bear in that. I know for a fact that everyone on the subreddit who's interacted with me thinks I'm an awesome person and is there for me and would help me out in the drop of a hat. And I appreciate that. I honestly truly do appreciate that. To each and every one of you. So when I say I feel underappreciated, please don't take that as saying like the Reddit is bad or that you should buy me things or anything like that. No, 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 no. It is entirely my own personal demons coming to bear. My own self-esteem issues coming to the forefront of an issue that really is not even there, to be perfectly and frankly honest. Because I've seen so many wonderful things happen on this Reddit, and I'm so glad I found it, and I thank God every day for it and all that. But like I was saying, I've got a lot of self-esteem issues, and I've got a lot of anxiety issues. I'm currently on a bunch of different medications for my issues. I've got ADHD. I have severe depression, and I have anxiety issues. So I'm on an antidepressant. I'm on Adderall for my ADHD, and I'm on Buspar, Buspirone for my anxiety, and I'm on Paxatil or Paxil or Paxitrone or something like that for my depression. And it helps. It has helped ever since I got diagnosed and got put on some medication. And I can't say it hasn't helped, but yesterday was a bad day for me because, without going into too much detail, I had some issues with my family, and although they were minor, they've been things that have been adding up lately of people kind of putting me down, in my opinion. Whether or not I'm right or wrong is up for debate, but it's just things that hurt me personally, and make me feel like I'm worthless. And they're small things, and they've added up. And yesterday was kind of a breaking point for me. And so the family issues that came up led me to feel like I was worthless and that there's no reason for anyone to like me. And then I remembered that one of my best friends stopped talking to me in October for no reason whatsoever, and just every attempt to try and get in contact with them has been met with silence. So I felt abandoned by them, which further stemmed the depression, and then that led to some anxiety issues with the girl I went on a date with on New Year's Eve, and I think we had a wonderful time, and I really enjoyed being with her, and she's wonderful and beautiful and smart and funny, and we get along wonderfully. And she's been busy at work, and I know that. Here's the issue, and I can guarantee this is the issue a lot of people with depression have. Up here, we know the truth. We know the truth up here. But somewhere along the line, here and here get their signals mixed up, and rather than being a straight shot of the truth, it's like, ah, and then we get misguided, and a lot of things happen, and my anxiety really hit home, and I was feeling like, well, what if she doesn't like me? What if I'm being annoying? Stuff like that, stuff that I have really no business thinking, because I know we really got along great, and I'm hoping for a second date, and even if not, I had a wonderful time, and she's a wonderful person, and I'm glad to know her. But things kind of dominoed and spiraled out of control yesterday, and I didn't feel well, and I told a Candy Muffin this in the Plug DJ thread, or not DJ thread, but the Plug DJ link. My sister got a BB gun for Christmas, and actually a really nice one too. It's really nice. I like it a lot, honestly. Where did the clip go? Either way, but something came over me, and I just grabbed it and I put it to my head to just see how it felt, and it felt terrible, and I don't want to do it ever again. But I was at that point, and I've never been at that point in a long time. It's like I really hit an all-time low yesterday. But I don't want to make this a sob story. I don't want to make this like, oh, boo-hoo, woe is me. What I want to make this is a thank you, honestly. Because I went through an emotional and a mental breakdown for a good 4 hours or so. From, I'd say, 6 o'clock until midnight, honestly. So 6 hours. I went through a complete breakdown. And you guys were there for me. Every one of you. You gave me advice. You tried to cheer me up. You were there for me in every sense of the phrase. And I honestly, truly do thank you guys for that. I've had people be there for me now and then. And I had such an outpouring from my friends who aren't on Random Acts Amazon, friends who just texted me saying, "Are you okay?" And that honestly meant a lot to me. Because that's the worst I've felt in almost half a year. That's the first time in my life I've felt utterly and completely worthless. Like I was worth less than the dirt I was on, that I was standing on. And seeing that outpouring of support and kindness and love from all of you guys, from my friends, at school and all of that, to all of you on Random Acts Amazon, it really helped, and it really helped me get out of that. And I'm feeling wonderful today, honestly. I'm feeling so good. I'm feeling fantastic. And I feel happy and chipper, and it was honestly a thing of everything just kind of exploded, and it was a perfect storm of depression last night, and seeing you guys there for me really helped out, and I want you to know how much it meant. Do that for everyone you see going through a hard time, because even though I would never do something like that, I would never hurt myself in any way, because I don't want to say I'm smarter than that, but I know how people feel about that, and I know what it does to families and stuff, so I would never do that. And actually, in an ironic, twisted thing, like I said, I put the BB gun to my head to see what it felt like, but I actually just kind of scratched my head with it. It was kind of funny. I found it kind of funny. I was like, I really just wanted to scratch my head all along, I guess. But if you could just be that support for everyone you see going through a hard time, you could honestly save a life. And that's a wonderful feeling, is saving a life. And at the same time, when you put forth that effort and it doesn't work, you feel terrible. Because you have this idea of, there must have been something else I could have done, something more I could have done for them. And honestly, sometimes there's no helping. But if you don't help, then you are indirectly to blame for something happening, because you had a chance to help and you didn't, and it could have been your words that saved that person's life. But yeah, I wanted to honestly thank all of you for being there for me yesterday. And like I said, I was going to make a long text post, but I feel this is more personal and more sincere, I guess, is just putting my thoughts on the camera instead of a long-winded text post where it's very eloquent and it's got these wonderful metaphors and stuff that I sit down and think about to get my point across. And this is just this. I wanted it to be me thanking you, not TSC Epic thanking you. I wanted it to be Aaron. I wanted it to be AJ thanking you all sincerely for being there for me. And don't worry about me because I'm feeling fine. I had a wonderful night's sleep for the first time in a long time. I prayed for about an hour. I worshiped God for that same amount of time, and I felt wonderful, and I felt like I was somewhere, like I was doing something right for the first time that day. But I wanted to thank you guys, honestly and sincerely. And to make this a little bit more so that it's not just in the daily discussion thread, I also wanted to thank, oh God, who was it? I forget who you are, and I'm so sorry. But you bought me the wax sealer, and it came yesterday. It came in the mail yesterday, and it's got my last initial on it, and I'm going to put this to such great use because I've got a lot of letters to send out, and I wanted to thank you for it. And I forget your username because it's been so long because we figured it wouldn't get here until like January 15th or something. But it came in yesterday, and it's a wonderful quality. It's really nice and strong and sturdy, and the M is beautiful, and I just need to get some wax for it now, and I'm super excited to start using it. Yeah. And also one other thing. So thank you to that person. I forget who you are, and I'm so very sorry that I've forgotten who you are, but it's been so long. And I've posted so many comments and stuff, there's no way I'm going to find it. So you see this, please, for the love of God, post, let me know who you are so I know to thank you, personally. But one of my Christmas gifts for Christmas was this wonderful music box statue. And there's an interesting story behind it, and I'm getting up in there in time, but hopefully YouTube doesn't dick me over. But my mom was at the thrift store, which is my grandma's favorite store. She loved to go to the secondhand store. And the day after I opened it, she went there, or the day after I had some issues with people saying that wanting to be Santa Claus was a foolish thing, and I shouldn't put my hope in that, and I shouldn't bother with it, and then it's just silly. But always snarky can attest, and my family can attest, that the Santa Claus I want to be is an old-time regal Santa Claus. That's my favorite design for Santa. Not the classic, Coca-Cola Santa with, you know the one, the quote-unquote traditional Santa. I want to be a regal Santa with the long flowing coat and the hood instead of the nightcap and stuff. But anyway, the day after I had some issues with people saying that my dream to be a Santa Claus when I retire is silly and that I should get my head out of the clouds and stuff, my mom went to the thrift store and she heard my grandma's voice. And my grandma's has passed since December 9th, 2012. And she heard my grandma's voice say, Jackie. And Jackie's my mom's name. And she looked around, and in the thrift store, next to a whole bunch of non-Christmassy things, she found this. And my grandma loved music boxes. She absolutely adored them, and she loved statues made of ceramic and stuff, which this is very sturdy and breakable ceramic, but it's also a music box. And it's a regal Santa Claus, the kind of Santa Claus that I want to be. And it was there by itself with no other Christmas stuff around it. In fact, the Christmas stuff was in the opposite side of the store. And it plays Here Comes Santa Claus when you wind it up. And it was the day after I felt like no one supported my idea of wanting to be a Santa Claus for people and spread joy and love. And so we kind of take it as a message from my mom all saying, get that for AJ because he's going down the right path. Because my grandma loved Christmas and she loved Santa Claus. And my Santa suit was actually supposed to be a Christmas present for her. I bought it before my birthday in 2012. And I had it stowed away, and I was so excited. And on Christmas Eve, I was going to go over to her house and surprise her and my grandpa with presents dressed as Santa Claus. And it was just nothing doing. She passed on December 9th, and she never got to see me in my Santa suit. But I like to think of this as her reassurance that I'm doing something right and to not give up on my dream to be a Santa Claus. And I know it's a silly dream. I know it's not a quote-unquote real job, but it's not something I want to go out and do right now. It's something I want to do when I'm older, when I can retire, when I can grow my beard out. And just make kids happy and smile and laugh, you know? But anyway, I wanted to thank you all so very much for being there for me and for your love and support. And I want to tell you how much I love you, all of you, every single one of you. You all mean the world to me. And I'm not saying that to sound cliche or anything like that. You honestly do mean the world to me. You are life itself. You are the impossibility of life. You are the miracle of life. And I find that to be wonderful. And I value every form of life so very much. I am a pacifist at heart. I will be openly honest that I find, whoa, I am so sorry for that. I bumped my desk. I'm a metalhead. I love brutality stuff. I'm like, oh, so brutal, death, gore, blah, Vikings, ah. I love stories of war. I'm a romanticist when it comes to war. I prefer the Napoleonic eras and this idea of the gentleman's warfare. But I as much as I love that, and I love the strategy of war, and I find war to be fascinating, and tactics to be fascinating, utterly and completely. I love reading about that stuff. I'm a pacifist at heart because I value human life I value life above all else. But I wanted to thank you, and I wanted to show my love to you guys in a personal manner. I love all of you so very, very sincerely and deeply, and I wish I could do more for you guys. I honestly wish I had unlimited money, unlimited funds, because I, honest to God, would buy every single one of you the biggest gift I could get. And I would fly. I wouldn't even go on Amazon. I would have it delivered to my house on Amazon or wherever, and I would fly out to wherever you live, and I would be dressed as Santa Claus, and I would give you your gift with a hug and a candy cane and a yeah, I love all of you. So I'm gonna sign off for now. Peace. Godspeed. God bless.